Hey everyone, thanks for the amazing stream today. It was absolutely awesome. I really had a great time, and hopefully you'll be joining me tomorrow for the actual, or today, depending on when you watch this, the actual state of play, or should we call it the state of Xbox, because I'm anticipating quite a number of Xbox games to be shown there. But in this video, we've got a little bit of news, especially from the First Descendant, as they finally decide that they have finally cracked the code and know exactly what the community wants. They've got the Infinity Gauntlet, and they've said, right, this is what you want, we are going to give it to you. Alright, let's have the drop and let's get into it. Right, first things first, we're going to look at Idea Xbox, because why not? They are dropping 24 games over the 24 hours. On February the 24th, they have another Idea Xbox showcase happening. It's going to be at the Fan Fest that I think IGN is hosting. Either way, it's going to be cool. I am definitely going to be streaming this, so if you are looking forward to this or just want to hang out and check out what indie games are coming to Xbox, don't expect anything overly crazy. Now, there was that Miles Morales thing at the beginning of the video, so people are kind of expecting maybe a Spider-Man spin-off of some kind, but at the end of the day, these are indie games, and so they should, you should temper your expectations. You're not going to see any AAA games or anything like that over here. That doesn't mean that indie games are bad, because there are some real good gems that have appeared in indie games, and I'm really enjoying them myself at the moment. So I'm kind of really looking forward to this. They've already got a couple of stuff that they're showcasing here already. Centum looks kind of interesting, so hopefully you'll check it out. But throughout the course of the 24 hours, at least I'm guessing it's US time because this is in Redmond, they'll be dropping on this page here a bunch of indie games. If there's any you want me to check out that you see, let me know, and I'll do like a impression video on it. State of Play is happening, and it's going to be 10 PM GMT, so I'm going to be streaming this after this video goes live tomorrow, or today. After this video goes live, I'm going to have a placeholder set up tomorrow in the afternoon, so you guys can check that out. So hopefully you'll be able to just click on that and set yourself a reminder to make sure you join the show. We're going to be checking out the whole state of play, and hopefully see what's there. If there's anything cool, maybe Sony will finally unveil some first-party games. There's a bunch that they're currently working on, like Wolverine, Venom potentially. Well, Venom's cancelled, but we might see some surprises. Even though I'm not holding out much hope, I expect to see a lot more third-party here. And as someone said in my stream today, they'll probably have a huge segment for Monster Hunter Wilds, which I'm kind of hoping they don't, because we've kind of seen enough and played enough. So hopefully that won't be the case. No disrespect to Capcom or anything, but I think we've seen enough of it already in order to know what we're getting. So hopefully we'll just get a nice showcase that's actually good for a change. I'm expecting potentially 3 or 4 Xbox games to turn up to this as well, but let's see what will actually turn up. So hopefully I'll see you there tomorrow. Of course, Hellblade 2 is heavily rumoured to be going to PlayStation 5. Now, from reports and rumours, this was apparently playable in 2023 December. So this could potentially appear at the Sony showcase. So if it does, happy days. It's going to go from being a completely trash game by many and the media to an absolutely loved and beloved game by the media and the fans. Such is the way that the community flip-flops, right? If it's on a rival platform, it's absolutely trash, but the moment it's on their platform, it's going to be great. Just like Indiana Jones, right? Indiana Jones, people were complaining they're going to have motion sickness this, motion sickness that, but the moment it's on the PlayStation platform, I'm assuming that motion sickness will have cleansed itself away. But let's just see how the community react. Of course, the First Descendant finally has decided that going Guna mode is exactly the way they're going to go. Now, if anyone showed you this and said this is a looter shooter, you would probably say, yeah, no, it's not. But this actually is a looter shooter. It's ridiculous. I mean, they've basically said, dead or alive, hold my beer. And they just said, you think you can one-up us? Well, think again, buddy. We've got exactly what the community want. And at the end of the day, you know, people want this and they're buying it, and so they're going to continue pushing this sort of content out because people are enjoying it. And at the end of the day, this just shows that even, I mean, to be fair, First Descendant is a decent game. I don't like the end game loop for the game, and I think there's a lot to be desired there in terms of the end game grind. There's definitely more that they can offer, but this clearly shows that the community is wanting this sort of content. Team Killer developers who are out there saying that they are very upset with the whole notion that people are going to mod their game. You've got the developers of the First Descendant pretty much just saying, right, we're going to sell it to you instead. You don't even have to mod it. They're releasing content like this. I mean, clearly, when it came to Quantum Error's developers, it was all rubbish, right? It was all rubbish. And this is probably going to make the First Descendant a lot of money, but they're giving their community what they want. And at the end of the day, you can't ask for more. Resident Evil 9, it could be open world, and if that's the case, one-upping a village moment will be tricky, says GameRant. And I kind of agree, because the whole linearity of Resident Evil is what makes it special. Those tailor-made moments that are scripted to the point where it's designed to either scare you or provide you with that awe factor, I just don't think you'll be able to do anymore. You're not going to be able to kind of experience that. So I'm not saying open world games can't be good or it can't be done correctly. What I'm saying is I kind of hope that they don't go that way. Resident Evil, not every game has to be open world, and I feel like Resident Evil just it's one franchise that doesn't really need that. Maybe do like a spin-off and test it out and see what it's like, you know, like the Survivor series or something, and see how that is received. And if it's received well, then you can maybe potentially ease that into Resident Evil 10. But I think for Resident Evil 9, that is, in my opinion, the wrong approach. Finally, Astro Bot. It sold 1.5 million copies, and like Sony do regularly, what they tend to do is bundle the game in order to make more, you know, to increase the number of unit sales of the game. And so what is potentially going to happen here, which is what happened with Spider-Man, which is what happened with Horizon, and multiple other games like Days Gone, they will slowly reduce the availability of the console on its own, and that will sell out, and then they will only have these bundled copies available. Now obviously it's worked in the past, and it's something that Sony repeatedly do, and I've been said, you know, someone told me in my chat today, you're looking way too much into this. I don't think I am. It's something that Sony does repeatedly, and at the end of the day, it's working. So I don't blame Sony for doing this, because it works, right? Just like you know, Shuhei Yoshida said, we released these remasters because the community keeps buying them. They're really cheap to make, you know, super efficient, with a high profit margin, and therefore we make a lot of money on these. And as long as the community keeps buying them, we're going to keep milking them. And this is no different, right? A game like Astro Bot, which I think is a very good game, probably deserve, I mean, it did deserve, in my opinion, more than 1.5 million sales. They're going to use this method over here by basically saying, if you want a PS5 right now, the only version that you can buy is bundled with Astro Bot. So you're going to have to buy it, and they're going to use this method to increase the sales of Astro Bot to maybe 2 million, 2.5 million, and then release a tweet saying, hey, here we are with Astro Bot selling 2.5 million. When in reality, it's a kind of scummy move to do, but hey, if it works, it works. And folks, that's it for this video. Short and sweet. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you liked it. Don't forget to join me tomorrow over here on YouTube for the State of Xbox, the State of Play, where we'll be hopefully seeing some first-party PlayStation games. We'll definitely be seeing some third-party games, and I suspect we're also going to see some Xbox games. But let's see how that goes out, and see how it all works out. Alright folks, that's it. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell to stay up to date with all content I release. If you've enjoyed the content, it really helps the channel grow. It really helps the YouTube algorithms. So if you're enjoying the content, do consider supporting the channel or supporting me, and I really do appreciate it. Right folks, that's it. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Remain legend.